Priority communication. Security Officer Mahlo Turagg to Maki Chava, Commander of the Hekarta Pattern Corvette, Scorin's Blade. Shipmistress, I apologize for this interruption, but I have done as you requested and gathered the intel of the enemy commander you recently encountered. You are wise in seeking more information about this traitor to our kind. In war, knowing your enemy is crucial to defeating him long before first blood is shed. Alas, with the fall of the Covenant, data on his military career has been scarce, to say the least. Fortunately, what records we were able to recover have shed some light about this Nisham that may prove of some use in your battle over Suban. Considering this, I have prepared this dossier for you to examine at your leisure. Hopefully, it will provide an advantage in ridding our system of these savage marauders. With that, let us begin. This is the life of Orna Fulsam. Orna was born on the frontier world of Aru Spa in the waning days of the 23rd Age of Doubt, or December 22nd, 2492, in the human calendar. It is said that when he was but a youngling, he was fond of hunting the squealing rodent-like creatures of his home planet, blooding them with his bare claws as if they were mighty prey. This early bloodlust served him well during the trials of his own keep, and when he reached his adolescence, he joined the old Covenant Guard and became Orna Fulsam. As previously mentioned, his military service has largely been lost when High Charity fell prey to the parasite. We do know that his martial experience eventually culminated in his elevation to Shipmaster of the destroyer Blameless Conceit. By the end of the War of Annihilation, his ship was attached to the fleet of Particular Justice, under the command of the Supreme Commander, Thel Vadami, the future Arbiter of the Covenant, and our wise leader today. When I questioned the Arbiter about his knowledge of Fulsam, he provided a clearer understanding of the Shipmaster's role in the events surrounding the destruction of the First Sacred Ring. When the fleet of Particular Justice arrived at Alpha Halo, Fulsam was among the first to marvel at its majesty and grace, reveling that the ages-long quest of the Covenant was nigh. Small wonder that when a human vessel arrived shortly afterwards, Shipmaster Fulsam's initial reaction was to destroy the ship, the Pillar of Autumn, completely and with finality. But against his better judgment, the Prophet of Stewardship, the Sanshayum Magistrate of the fleet, forced a boarding action, which led to the vessel landing on the Ring World. This fateful decision sent Fulsam and his ship's forces to Halo's surface, warding off first the humans, then the flood infestation that followed. However, when the Sanshayum's ineptitude put his ship and crew in needless peril, Fulsam took his ship far away from the Ring shortly before its destruction at the hands of the demon, the Spartan, known as the Master Chief. This set into motion the chain of events that would culminate in the fall of the Covenant and the end of our long war against the humans. Yet, despite the lies of the prophets being laid bare, and the Arbiter's declaration of peace with humanity, old hatreds and prejudices endured. Orna Fulsam retained his for humanity, and thus rejected the Arbiter's just rule. Indeed, during the onset of the Great Schism, he mourned the loss of our combined fleet at Saipon Kal, which, in his mind, forced us to ally with the very beings we warred against for many cycles, creatures he regarded as vermin. Instead, he turned to the arms of the Banished, a mercenary faction that hungers for power and lacks all honor, a faction that welcomes humans. Based on what you have told me, Shipmistress, Orna has risen high in their ranks indeed, so much so that by 2560 he was given the title of High Warlord and command over the banished dreadnought known as the Ghost of Boralon. The fact that he was entrusted to lead the occupation of Suban within the Ur system itself speaks to the sheer pragmatism of the banished Duralhani leadership. Who better to coordinate an assault on a Sangheili world than a Sangheili? But here is one simple truth about this Orna Fulsam. He is a filthy traitor. A traitor who would defile our Kamaksuru mines with Jural scum, if for no other reason than to satisfy his masters. The Banished are nothing more than a blight upon our most sacred blood moon, and like all such blights, must be purged. The Covenant tasted our metal at Sinayon. So too shall these mercenaries. I have no doubt you will put this information to good use in driving these barbarians from our shores for good. I wish you good fortunes in the battles to come, Shipmistress. But for now I must return to my duties. Victory to clan and kin. Maki Chava, Mahlo Turagg, out.